when Floyd left Bob Arum. It's good for them to do it and become their own boss. And then if another guy does it, it's not good for the sport. He's disloyal. And what's wrong with Tank saying he want to be his own boss? And honestly, I've been there. The relationship between them two is very toxic. It's a toxic relationship. It's up and down and up and down. And I'm not going to elaborate to everything that I know, but it's a very toxic relationship. And that's why when I tweet stuff, I don't tweet often, but when I tweet, I may fire off 50 tweets in the day. And that's why when I tweeted certain things about the relationship, Tank retweeted it because he knows. Like, I'm not just going to say what it is. It's a very toxic relationship. It's back and forth. And I think it will serve him best to go and be his own.
25 is at the next year. I'm out of it.
After our second fight. You're out of it?
Yeah.
Care to elaborate on that?
Out of the sport.
After our second fight. Nah, no, I'm gonna win, bro.
Nah, I could tell you my fight.
What happens when a mentor and protege turn into bitter rivals? Gervonta "Tank" Davis just shook the boxing world with a shocking announcement. He's retiring from the sport. And he didn't do it quietly. Tank dropped the bombshell during the press conference for his highly anticipated fight against Lamont Roach. But the real shock? He's blaming Floyd Mayweather for pushing him to this decision. From controlling his career at Mayweather Promotions to interfering even after their split, Floyd's involvement has finally pushed Tank over the edge. Now, with this retirement announcement, his fight with Roach just got even more intense.
Beat his ass for y'all talking.
Shit, wait.
For
I don't
real.
give a fuck.
I better be quiet.
I don't give a fuck if y'all was
all
quiet,
that
if y'all was,
ski
if
mask
y'all
and
was
all
loud.
that.
They got the whole hood
over there. Like, twisted up. I don't give a fuck
Y'all
about none
can
of that.
do whatever
I don't
y'all
care about
want.
none of
My
that.
mother, he
I don't
can't
care
stop
about no
nothing
hood,
over
no
here.
none of that.
Not at all.
I'm telling you, I'm gonna f him up.
Not at all. Never. Nothing's
y'all
gonna get
under
f***ed
y'all
up over here.
face
What do I look like getting f***ed up?
Okay. Okay. Okay.
That shit ain't never gonna stop nothing over here.
And he gonna pay for it. I guarantee he pay for it.
I can't.
I guarantee it.
Calm down. Calm down, brother.
Come to the fight. Come to the fight.
They probably gonna get you fucked up. Look, fool. Hey, fool. This me and you, fool. This me and you, fool.
Tank.
This me and you, fool.
Yeah.
Don't worry about them. They might get you. They gonna trick you off your spot. They gonna trick you off your spot, fool. Don't worry about them.
Come on, stop. Y'all know what's going on. Y'all know how I'm coming. Y'all know how I'm coming. So stop it. Y'all gonna make it hard for him. That's what y'all gonna do. Y'all gonna make it hard for him.
Let's break down the chaos, the drama, and why Tank's retirement might steal the spotlight from his upcoming fight. The boxing world tuned in, expecting a heated press conference to build hype for Gervonta Davis's showdown with Lamont Roach. Roach, a hungry rising star with something to prove, isn't just showing up, he's coming to make a statement. This fight was set to be a career-defining moment for both men, but with Tank's shocking announcement, the focus has completely shifted.
Why was it so easy when he fought Frank Martin?
Frank Martin was inexperienced and nervous. You know, it is what it is. It's going to be a different fight when I'm in there. He's going to be a different fighter when he's fighting me.
Hey, what's your game plan for the fight?
Whoop his ass. I'm always looking for a knockout. No matter what, I'm always prepared for 12 rounds. But I'm always looking for a knockout, and if I get the chance, I'm going to try to knock his head off.
Instead of the usual back and forth, Tank shocked everyone with a major announcement. 2025 will be his final year in boxing. That's right, Gervonta Davis is planning to step away from the sport for good.
Shocking announcement today. Baltimore boxing champion Gervonta "Tank" Davis says he plans to retire at the end of next year. You heard that right. Tank made the announcement during a news conference today, promoting his next fight, which is scheduled at the Barclays Center in New York in March. According to our media partner, the Baltimore Banner, Tank told Inside Boxing Live he feels he needs to step away from the sport for the good of his family and his mental health. The 30-year-old from West Baltimore, undefeated as a professional. Had a chance to speak to his coaches. They said it might still be a little too early to make that decision.
Lamont Roach is used to flying under the radar, but this fight was his moment to shine. Roach has been putting in the work to reach the top, and a win over Gervonta Davis could have launched him into superstardom. But now, instead of all eyes being on him, he's been overshadowed by Tank's retirement drama.
Shit.
He's the worst. Oh boy, that's crazy. All right, guys. Start now. Oh boy, please. Right, talk right here. Come on, bro. He's the worst thing. Come on, man. Please. Just show up. Back to the camera. Back to. Oh, back.
The big question now is, why is Tank Davis, at the peak of his career, suddenly calling it quits? Let's break it down. Tank's retirement isn't just about leaving the sport. It's about breaking free from Floyd Mayweather's shadow.
You off that you was like, I gotta do that.
A lot of people don't know that what Floyd do. He said.
So you feel like it was a sub, like he was subbing you, like, oh,
he was going at me. He was going at me, and I knew for sure he was going at me. That's why I went at him. There's no reason for me to go at Floyd.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. Cause it's weird. I feel like y'all got, I would say love and hate, but it's been like the last interview you showed them love. This week it was whatever. But is that sometimes like, you know, is it just like big bro, little bro seeing things different, or what is it to you?
No, Floyd don't never. He felt as though I'm at that point where as though I passed him. And I'm doing it at a young age. Wait, like when Floyd was 29, you'll see, bro.
Yeah.
That deal that I'm talking about.
Yeah. Oh, that's a part of
this. He don't know about that yet. But that's bigger than his deal.
Damn. Wow.
And I'm just releasing it.
Exclusive. That's exclusive. Bigger than Floyd deal?
Yeah.
Tank no cap, nigga. That's a lot of bread.
You'll see. It's gonna come.
Their partnership began like a dream team, with Floyd guiding Tank to the top under Mayweather Promotions. But as Tank's star grew, so did Floyd's desire to control more of his career. Tank opened up about how Floyd's constant micromanaging became too much to handle. He wasn't just a promoter, he was the puppet master, trying to control every aspect of Tank's fights, career, and even his personal life. When Tank left Mayweather Promotions, many thought it would signal a fresh start, but Floyd wasn't ready to let go.
Has the time come, gotta ask you this, has the time come for Tank Davis to take control of his own career and leave Mayweather Promotions?
It don't necessarily have to be leave Mayweather Promotions. It's about just becoming that man, handle your own, responsibility, your own priority. So I feel as though it's my career, so I feel as though I need to be the one to control my career. You know what I mean? So, and it's time. You know what I mean? Everybody don't need to, have them training wheels on them forever. You know what I mean? It's time to, ride their own bike without training wheels.
Tank cited Floyd's interference during his fight preparations as a key reason for his decision to retire. A prime example of this was Floyd stepping in to train Frank Martin, one of Tank's recent opponents.
I remember you talking about doing the pad work with Floyd, and he said you got the speed and the power to be a world champ. What did that do for your confidence? You can hear that from anybody, but Floyd is Floyd.
It was just motivation, because at that time too, man, I ain't had that IQ that I got now. So at that point, I was just really going off natural athleticism. So for him to tell me that at that time, getting deeper in my bag, trying to understand the game.
It's not like basketball where you got to depend on people. It's not like football. Like the work that you put in reflects directly with your results. People don't even know the amount of hours that y'all put into this.
We ain't got no backup. We got a bad day, whatever. We ain't got nobody to come through for us. It's all on.
The move felt like a betrayal, and Tank didn't hold back when expressing his feelings about it.
He the one told Frank that I was running at 7 o'clock in the morning, Friday. He told Frank that. He was giving Frank tips and stuff like that. I seen his people's drive by while I was running. It's cool. It's all right. I don't really think too much of it. He's not gonna hurt me. You know what I mean? So it's good to beef with him than be cool with him, because he can do some crazy stuff. He'll picture him bad situation.
The fight with Frank Martin was a tough battle, and Tank came out victorious. But the mental weight of knowing his former mentor was working against him was something he couldn't shake.
Oh, let's have to down goes Martin! Mamma mia! 6,
As if training Frank Martin wasn't enough, Floyd also teamed up with Shakur Stevenson, one of Tank's biggest rivals.
Who have Shakur? What have Shakur done? What have he done in the sport? He haven't done nothing. The young one is looking more better than him.
Who that?
The Keyshawn. Keyshawn looking way more better than this. So I keep screaming his name. He haven't done nothing. Keyshawn haven't even done nothing.
So what do you say to those who
Y'all
might
keep
be
saying his
afraid?
name for?
So what do you say to those who might be saying that, you know, Tank is afraid of Shakur?
Afraid of what? Afraid of what? Us fighters, if we're afraid of something, it gotta be somebody hitting us and hurting us. Like, he don't have no offense. Everything is defense. Defense only win in basketball and football. That shit winning by.
The two were seen training together in the gym, sparking rumors that Floyd was grooming Shakur to be his next boxing superstar. Tank saw this as just another sign of Floyd's refusal to let him thrive on his own.
I was in the gym with him before I was, when I went to the gym with him, people don't know this, but I had went to the gym with him off camera, nobody seen it, and I was kind of like begging him to spar me. And I remember I had a hurt hand at the time. I'm like, man, I don't care, I'll use one hand in there. I just want to get in there with Floyd.
Yeah.
But at the end of the day, I mean, he was older at the time, so he wasn't the same Floyd Mayweather. I want to say this was like a year, maybe 2 years ago. So, yeah, I've been in the gym with him before. He correct certain things. Floyd even called me, I want to say like 3 weeks ago, and, you know, showed me some new tricks. So at the end of the day, he still, you know, show a lot of love.
The most personal blow came when Floyd convinced Calvin Ford, Tank's longtime coach and father figure, to leave his corner and join Mayweather Promotions.
Matter of fact, before they stopped it, I said every time I stop somebody, I call it out, didn't I?
Every time he come in the corner and talk to people, I said, yo, what you doing?
Calvin Ford wasn't just Tank's trainer. He was a mentor who'd been with him from the start. Losing him was a huge blow.
You know, Calvin, he been with me since I was 7. I used to sleep in Coach Calvin's house. I used to sleep at his job when he was working at a seafood restaurant in Baltimore.
When I had to train Tank, when I didn't want him to get in trouble and I wanted to make sure we was together, I used to take him to work with me. And he'd chill. Everybody know him. Everybody know him at work.
Remember, Calvin used to fuss at the guys that was coming up with me, and they was in the streets a lot. He was telling them, like, you can't have 1 foot in and 1 foot out. You gotta be, like, all the way in it. Like, focus on the goal, you know, and them guys, they went left. And unfortunately, they got killed.
You weigh the odds out like that. Do you want him to go to jail or you want him to live? That's the whole idea, to come to the boxing gym.
If I ain't had the people I had around me, like the people that started with me and things like that, I probably would have been off the scene for a long time.
Yep, Davis is gearing up to fight Roach, and now his trainer has just left him. That's got to hurt.
Hey, Tank, real talk. Will Calvin be with you on this fight? Come on, you Tank. Huh? Will Calvin be with you on this fight?
I don't know. We gotta see.
That's right.
What do you think about the guy yelling in the back? Did that kind of get your juices flowing like you spoke in New York? Some of that extra motivation when someone's talking in the crowd?
Like how that bet was?
The two guys, like the bet, is all this stuff kind of added more?
No, I don't know. You know how people like...
Just
I don't know, the people that come with the talent, like they always feel like they gotta be tough. And I'm all here for it.
Anything else, guys?
Yeah, 1 second.
Are you training any differently?
We don't fight in defense.
Are you training any differently from this fight versus other fights?
No, not really. Nothing changed.
So why would Calvin Ford, who's always had Tank's back, suddenly make this move? He's been pretty quiet about it, but insiders say he sees it as a great opportunity to advance his own career.
Roger never got trainer of the year when Floyd was fighter of the year.
Yeah.
His dad never got trainer of the year. So, I've been openly expressing that, and I think it's time that Calvin gets his just due.
Floyd's empire is huge, and joining Mayweather Promotions gives Calvin access to more fighters, greater visibility, and a chance at bigger matches than he could have ever dreamed of.
Lifestyle, he may be friends with the guy that fights that fights in the main event, but he can't live the same lifestyle that the main event fighter lives.
But it's not just about career growth. Some believe Ford may feel disillusioned with Tank, especially with all the recent headlines about Tank's legal issues, courtroom appearances, and turbulent personal life.
Violence. So you have behind your box. You got handcuffed. Hey, the little one inside.
You don't gotta ask me, bro.
Well, we need to make sure she's with somebody.
She's okay. She's with somebody.
Okay, listen, I get you that you're upset, but we can't just say...
Joining Mayweather Promotions could be Ford's way of stepping into a more stable environment with a professional team, something Tank hasn't always been able to offer.
He didn't have a chance to focus 100% on boxing. You know, one day you're worried about the position that your family is in. You worry about your living condition.
Tank's retirement announcement has completely shifted the focus, making his fight against Lamont Roach feel more significant than ever. This isn't just another title defense, it's the end of an era.
Tank says that he's going to retire at the end of next year. Do you think he has one foot out the door?
Yeah, for sure. I think that was a mistake for him to say that, especially in front of me. So, you know, I'm going to just take advantage of him and show him why he shouldn't have said that or why he shouldn't be contemplating that.
But Roach isn't here to play the supporting role. Known for his smooth style and relentless work ethic, he sees this as his chance to make a name for himself. With Tank's emotions running high, some are starting to wonder if Roach could pull off an upset.
Just overall being something that he's not been in the ring with. I'm the total package, and honestly, sometimes I think he doubts himself. But I'm a competitor, and I feel like I'm the best. So I'm a show up.
When he talks about you not bringing your family, what goes through your mind when you hear him say that?
I ain't right.
Boxing analysts are already debating whether Tank's decision to retire will impact his performance in the ring, or if he'll use this fight as a way to go out with a bang.
My whole family is from DC. My whole family, like my entire family.
Don't bring them. Don't bring them.
For what?
Don't bring them. I'm telling you.
They gonna celebrate with me. You hear me?
Don't bring them.
It's gonna be a party on your floor.
I'm gonna let y'all know something. His father was up here shaking on the what's the name? He was shaking on the
Pops.
On my kids, he was shaking on this thing. On my kids, he was shaking.
Don't say, bro.
That's cap. What I'm about to say?
How you gonna say it's cap? And
it gotta be.
You gonna say it's cap? I'm watching them.
Gotta be. Hey,
somebody lying.
Good.
Hey,
yeah, somebody lying. Hey. Somebody lying.
Hey.
Okay, Tank.
As expected, Floyd Mayweather didn't stay silent. In a recent interview, he brushed off Tank's claims, insisting he's done nothing but help build Tank's career.
My thing is, I've always been there for him from day one. We had a game plan, and my game plan was to help him become world champion and take things to that next level. And I've always been there for him. And just over the years, you can see I've always been positive, always said great things about him, always pushed him to be great. And, but over the years, it's constantly going on the internet, take a shot at Floyd, take a shot at Floyd, take a shot at Floyd. Constantly be disrespectful, when all I ever been was respectful to try to help this fighter go as far as he could possibly go. That's all I ever.
Tank's retirement leaves a huge gap in the sport. As one of the most exciting fighters of his generation, his absence will be felt by both fans and fellow competitors. The lightweight division, already packed with talent, will now see fighters like Shakur Stevenson, Devin Haney, and even Lamont Roach stepping up to fill that void.
Floyd, when you think about the fighters who are fighting now, can you give me your 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5 when it comes to the lightweight? Who you would put where?
As of right now, the two guys, the biggest puncher, I feel at the 135 would probably be Gervonta Tank Davis. But the most skillful fighter at 135 would be hands down Shakur Stevens.
What is it about him? Because I know you have a lot of good attributes, but do you think he has enough power to sustain?
Well, it's really all about skills. Pernell Whitaker wasn't a huge puncher, but he was, very exciting, very tough, and he fought everybody. Shakur is trying to do the same thing. He want to fight the best they got out there. I believe his contract is coming to an end, so hopefully we can come together and I can take him to that next.
Gervonta Davis announcing his retirement at the press conference for his fight with Lamont Roach is a moment that will be remembered in boxing history. However, it also serves as a bittersweet reminder of how personal issues can sometimes overshadow a fighter's professional achievements.
Tank Davis. Bad dude. See, what I like about Tank is Tank brings something different. You know, back in the days, everybody had something. Muhammad Ali was a mover boxer. George was a puncher. Ernest Shaver was a puncher. Everybody had something they brought to the table. Larry Holmes had a jab. Mike Weaver had overhand right. You know what I'm saying? Everybody has something. That division now is full, and Tank having to be the knockout guy of the division. He the one with the main knockout power. Garcia has it too, but Tank got that real knockout power that, like, if Tank hit one of them clean, usually they gonna have a problem. So it's like, I like Tank. Every now and then, I think when he knows he can beat somebody, he probably don't lock in as hard, but I think when they bring challenges, he locks in.
Yeah, he fights to the level of his competition. He was doing that a lot.
And he gotta be careful of that.
2 fights ago, he was really doing that.
You feel me? So you gotta be careful of that, because if you come in and think somebody is not at your level and you underestimate them, it can get you beat. So that's the only thing I think you gotta be careful of. Other than that, Tank is a really...
Floyd Mayweather's impact on Tank's career has been a mix of blessing and burden. While Floyd played a key role in helping Tank reach the top, his refusal to let go eventually led Tank to make the toughest choice of his career. That's all for today's video. If you enjoyed it, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the bell icon so you never miss an update. Share your thoughts in the comments below. Stay tuned, and we'll catch you in the next one.